Good morning, dear students. Here I will be discussing one common type of question that is usually asked in an exam. So the questions may come like 2, 5, 7, 9. This number will be given. They may ask you, what is the place value? What is the place value of underlined words? Generally they will say underlined digit, like 7 they will underline, and then they will say what is the place value of underlined digit. So what will be your answer? 7 into what is the position? This was called as ones position, this was called as tens position. So 7 multiplied 10 will be equal to 70. So what is the place value of underlined word? 70. In the same way, if you have 8, 9, 2, 1, then they may ask you what is the place value of 9. Here underlined is 9, or even if it is not written, they will say what is the place value of 9. So place value of 9 will be equal to place value of 9 is equal to 9 multiplied with what is the position here, what is its place? This is ones place, this is tens place, this is 100 place. I hope all of you know this is 100 place. So 9 into 100, that means 900. Similarly, another questions also they will ask, what is the face value? What is the face value of 9? Now, question 1 was what is the place value of 9? Question 2 is what is the face value of 9? So, face value of any number is the number itself, is the digit itself, sorry, not number, the digit is itself. What is the face value of 9? So, you will write face value of 9 is 9 or is equal to 9. Here also if they ask what is the face value of 5? So face value of 5 will be 5. What is the face value of 7? Face value of 7 will be the number itself, that is 7. Face value of 2, 2. Place value keeps on changing, but face value will never change. My dear student, please remember this. Do remember this, that face value of any digit will never change. It will remain same everywhere, but place value will definitely change if numbers are changing. If numbers are changing, place value will change. If numbers are not varying, then place value will not change, but face value in whatever case may be will always remain same. Now we will see standard form of numbers. Standard form of numbers. As I have shown you in the table that how numbers are represented, once again I will write, like I have ones position which is represented by O, tens position represented by T, 100 position represented by H, 1000 position TH, 10,000 TTH, then lakh position. Now if I have numbers like 2, 3, 4, 1, 0. So in Indian system, here in this chapter we will be seeing Indian system of numeration and international system of numeration. Means that in India, how do we write numbers and how do we name it? And in international system, in that also we will see how the international people, like those people who, those countries, that's those abroad countries, not those countries, I would say, sorry, means the countries which are outside India, like America, Europe, Sri Lanka, China, Canada, etc. So there are so many countries, so they have different form of numeration system, numbering system, how they represent. But in India right now, in this lecture, in this video lecture, I will teach you how we Indians represent the number in Indian standard form. So the number is 2341. According to Indian system, we have to put comma. The very first comma will come after 3 digit from the right hand most side. Then if there is another 2 digits, another 3 digits, another 3 digits, then we will put comma in place of this. So only we are having 3 digits, then 2 digits. No need of putting comma. If I have 310032 for an example, then I will put comma here 3, then after 2 digit 1 comma here. If I have like 9760321 and 1, then again 3 digits, 2 digits, then 2 digits. So likewise we will be moving from right hand side towards left hand side. First comma will be after 2 digits, the next comma will be after 3 digits. If we have 3 digits after the first comma, then only we will put the digit comma. Here you see, first comma is I have put after 3 digits. Then here I am not putting any comma because I don't have 3 digits. I have only 2 digits. So no need of putting here comma. Here I have put 3 after 3 digits. I have put 1 comma. Then after 2 digits I have put comma because there was total 3 digits. Here again same way. So this is standard form of Indian numeration system. So in this way we will be writing the numbers in standard form of Indian numeration. Here I have written few questions, one question in which there are 4 parts. All of you are supposed to note down this question in your classwork copy and then keep the numbers separate, write the numbers after separating the commas. Means in Indian standard system you have to write. Example, this you have to write as 3210, put comma after 3 digits. Likewise you will be solving all the remaining 3 sums. Next portion is to write any number in its expanded form. So if I have a number like 4532, then to write this number in expanded form, this is actually in standard form, I have to write in expanded form. So you have to see the position. This is 1's position. So at the right hand most side you will write 2 into 1. Then this is 10's position. So you will write 3 multiplied with 10. This is 100 positions. So 5 multiplied with 100. This is 1000. So 4 multiplied with 1000. So in this way you will write from the right hand most side, or else if you want you can write like this also, like 3 2 4 3 2 3 5. This is one number, another number that I took. You can easily calculate ones, tens, 100, 1000. So this number is at thousands positions. So you can write 3 multiplied with 1000 plus 2 is at 100 position, ones, tens, 100. So you will write 2 multiplied with 100. Then this is at ones, tens position. So you will write 3 multiplied with 10. This is at ones position. So you will write 5 multiplied with 1. Then finally you will write this as 3000, because 3 into 1000 will be 3000 plus 2 into 100 will be 200 plus 3 into 10 will be 30. 5 into 1 will be 5. Similarly, this also you will write it as 4000 plus 500 plus 30 plus 2. I hope it is clear how to write in expanded form. Here how I have written. Again same thing you will be seeing in the next number, like I have taken 231. So it will be 2 ones, tens, 100. 2 multiplied with 100 plus ones, tens position. So 3 into 10 plus 1 into 1. So this will be equal to 200 plus 30 plus 1. So this is the meaning of expanded form of numbers. Now I will discuss one more important topic, that is comparison of numbers. if I write 72 and here 6, so I hope all of you know the symbol for comparison, either greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, or simply equal to. These are the 5 symbols. These are the 5 symbols that we use for comparing any number. So here if I say 72 or 6, which one is greater? Comparison means to find out in comparison to the first number or to any other number, any number, which number is greater or smaller, or are they equal. So here 72 and this is 6. Obviously you all know this is number 72 will be greater. Then my questions come, how did you come to know that this number is greater and this number is smaller? So the answer that should come from you that, sir, this number is formed by 2 digits, whereas this number is formed by 1 digit. So that is why, sir, this number is greater than this. If I say 0, 1, blank, 1, which number is greater? This number or this number? So you will say, sir, this number are equal to one another. Then there may also, some of our students, some of your friends may think, sir, as you told that this number is 2-digit number, so it is greater than 1-digit number. Then why you are saying here we are having 2 digits, here we are having 1 digit? Then why you are not saying that this should be greater? So for those type of students, I would like to say, if we have zeros, n number of zeros, so many zeros on the left hand side of any number, and after that we don't have any number this side, we have 0, 0, 0, then this all zeros will be neglected, will be removed. 0, 1 means 1 only, 0, 2 means 2 only. If I write 1, 0, 0, then this means 100. Understood? So if I say 762 blank 9761. Now you say we are having 3 digits, sir. Here also we are having 3 digits. Now how to identify which number is greater? So we will see the 10 position, the last position. This is 700. This is also 700. So we will try to cancel out with pencil. 700, 700 cancel. Now 6 is in 10th position. Here also 6 is in 10th position. Cancelled. Same place. Now 2 is greater than 1. So this number will be greater. Or else we can write 762, 761. So 61 will be smaller than 62. If I have like 7, 7, 7, or okay, sorry. We can take 8, 7, 6. 7, 8, 6. Now, which number is greater? Both of them are having 3 digits. But here we are having 800. Here we are having 700. And we know that 8 is greater than 7. So this number will be greater. No need to check these 2 remaining numbers. If I say 29 blank 31, then which number is greater? Sir, this is 3. 10th position is 30. 10th position is 20. This will be as 20 and this will be as 30. So this number will be greater. I hope you all understood how to compare the given numbers. Now for this video lecture, one more topic. This is the last topic for this video lecture, that is successor and predecessor. Successor of a number. Successor means success. Here the word success is hidden. Success means someone who is going ahead, someone who is gaining something in his life. So here successor of a number means the number is increased by 1. If I say 7, what is the successor of 7? What is the successor of 7? Successor of 7 means you have to take that number plus 1 you have to do. So it will become 8. Now if I say what is the successor of 99? So successor of 99 will be 99 plus 1. That means 100. What is the successor of 98? It will be 98 plus 1. Successor of 98 will be 98 plus 1, 99. Okay, you have to write what is the successor of 7 like this. You have to write what is the successor of this. So successor of 98, you will write successor of 98 is equal to 98 plus 1, that is 99. Successor of 99, you will write like this. Successor of 99 is equal to 99 plus 1, that means 100. In this way, you all are supposed to write in your exam as well as in your copy. Successor of the given number is equal to this. Successor of the given number is equal to this. In this form, you all will be writing everywhere, be it be in your classwork copy, homework copy, or examination copy. Now, predecessor. Predecessor, Predecessor, predecessor of a number. Now, in case of successor, you have added one number, while in case of predecessor, you have to subtract one number. If I ask, what is the predecessor of 99? What is the predecessor of 99? So, you will write predecessor of 99 is equal to 99 minus 1, that is 98. Now, if I ask, what is the predecessor of 1001? So, you will write predecessor of 1001 is equal to 1001 minus 1, that is 1000. I hope all of you know how to subtract. You will be writing 99, 1 here minus, it will be 98. Similarly, for this you will be writing 1001, 1 here, subtraction 0, 0, 0, 1, 1000. I hope all of you know to subtract the numbers. So this is the way you will be writing successor and predecessor of a given number. Successor means plus 1, predecessor means minus 1. I hope, my dear students, whatever I taught in this lecture and the lecture number 1 is clear, and with the after watching these two lectures from the very beginning till the end, you will be able to solve at least up to question number 7, but I would request you to solve only up to question number 4. All of you should complete your copy, your classwork copy as well as homework copy. In classwork copy, you are supposed to write whatever I discussed in this lecture as well as in the previous lecture, that is lecture number 1. And in your homework copy, you all will be writing solving questions from 1 to 4. Now, question number 1 of your exercise says write in expanded form. So, the very first number is expanded form is 6080. Now, I have told you how to write in expanded form. This can be written as ones, tens, 100,000, 10,000. So, 6 multiplied with 10,000 plus 0 multiplied with ones, tens, 100,000, 1,000 plus 8 multiplied with ones, tens, 100 plus 0 again, 0 multiplied with 10, 2 multiplied with 1. So you will be writing 6 into 1000, 6. Then how many zeros are there? 4 zeros. So you will write 4 zeros plus 0 multiplied with any number will always be 0 plus 8 into 100 will be 8. How many zeros are there? 2 zeros plus 0 multiplied with any number will be 0 plus 2 into 1. So in this way you will be solving question number 1, which is mentioned as write the given numbers in expanded form. Now question number 2 says write the given numbers in standard form, like 60, 58,009. 58. Question number 2 says, question number 2 subpart 2 says 58,000, 58,009. So how you are going to write 58,000? So 58 how much? 1000 multiplied with 1000 and 9 plus 9 is 9. So you will write 58,000 means 3 zeros and then 1 9. For rough work you can use 58,000 because there are 3 zeros. You will write and then you will write 9, then add it. So 90085. So this is 58,009. In this way you can take the help of rough, or directly, if you don't want to do this, you can directly switch on to this. You can write 58 into 1000 plus 9, and then this will be your answer. Now question number 3 says comparison of the given number. So question number 3, subpart 3 says compare the following: 34517, fill in the blanks, 34751. Now you see both the digits, both the numbers are having 5 digits. Here also 5, here also 5. Now if you see, the very 1000 place is 3, 3. Here 4, here 4. Here 5, here 7. Now you see, here it is 517. Here 751. So no need of going towards that side. You can easily see here 5, here 7. So this will be greater. Or you should cut from this side. Anyway, question number 4. Arrange the following numbers. A set of numbers are given. You have to arrange in ascending and descending order. If you are able to compare the numbers, then definitely you will be able to write the numbers in ascending and descending orders. Ascending orders means number starting from less number to the higher number, moving from smaller number to the greater number. Like as we go in our house on the staircase, first we keep our leg on the first step, then second, then third, then fourth, and then fifth. So this way it is called as increasing order. So this way it is called as increasing order. When we go like this, so this is called increasing order. Now if we are having staircase, we are coming down, so these are called decreasing order. I hope this much you know. Increasing order means going up, decreasing order means coming down. I hope it is clear. And once again I will say, my dear students, you please do your work, complete your work, and make use of this holiday, this lockdown period, this COVID-19 lockdown. Thank you.